Hello, sisters and brothers that listen me here, and those who are in Latin America listen through the internet now. I'm very happy to be here with all of you, and my friends Alana from Brazil and Evita from Argentina. On my behalf, and on behalf of my colleague Vanessa Oliveira, I will present our research and experience about Pachamama consciousness. I am Germana Moraes, and I am also known as Violeta Molina, as Violet, a flower. I have participated of the dialogues on harmony with nature of the United Nations. I am co-founder of a movement known as Pachamama Nation, Nación Pachamama, and I also work as a law professor in Brazil. We are all here. For what? For what? We are all here together. As we know, humankind finds itself in a crossroad between heroes and thanatos. We are asking ourselves how to deal with the waters, with the rocks, with the trees, with the animals. How can we assure life for all living beings? How to prevent the ecocide? How to deal with the multiple crises, including the crisis of democracy? Once again, like the time of the world wars, the last century, when the human rights were adopted, people and nations are pressured to reunite and create a new civilization, guided by the principles of harmony with nature and the principle of the rights of the nature. We believe that they could be a vector axis and a feudal ethos of the international law. So we support the initiative of those, of course, to a declaration of the rights of Mother Earth, and we are defending them with Vanessa, not only Brazil, but in other countries as Bolivia, Ecuador, in countries in Africa, Europe, and Asia, from 2009. We are talking about the same dreams in different words, about the Earth-centered worldview, about Pachamama consciousness. What does it mean, Pachamama? The word Pacha is the union of the first of the skies and the first of the earth, which creates all forms of existence. In other words, Pachamama means justice, balance. It means harmony. In a common sense, Pachamama also means Mother Earth, a great mother. Everywhere we can find this consciousness. In India, for example, a cow is considered an animal sacred, is considered like a mother. And we will see in these slides that there are a lot of solutions and practices around the world. Although the Pachamama consciousness is not referred clearly, there are a lot of experience inspired by the Pachamama consciousness. We have heard about the constitutions of Ecuador and Bolivia, and we know about the encyclical Papal that know the earth, our common house, but I would like to ask your attention for an experience concrete that we are living in Brazil, that is the Pachamama Nation, that is based on the Latin America indigenous people. We will talk quickly about the spirit, the heart, the mind, and also the body of our movement. Our roots, as we said, are inspired in the indigenous worldview, in the Amazonic, in the Andean worldview. For example, I have brought this scarf from the mountains of the Andes, and it was handmade by the woman, the indigenous woman, this scarf. And the spirit is to consider life as a mother. So you have yoga andina, and you have eco yoga. And every year we travel to places that have cultural and religious aspect in order to heal the bonds in between different parts of the world. And what about our heart? Our heart is the Hailu. Hailu is a community of the heart when we can deal with the difference and we get together to meditate. We have women's circles, we have the creation of artists. And what about our body? Pachamama Nation has a body. Our peasant communities and the projects developed by our NGO. In our communities, we are experiencing the challenge of changing from an individual to a group of life. There are centers of learning, service, spiritual practice, agroecological plants, permacultural buildings, and other things. In our projects, we spread the Pachamama consciousness wherever we act. We are working with ecological and emotional education with children and adults from Peru, Senegal, Nepal, India, Brazil, and Argentina. Great part of this experience is formed by a young generation, as these two girls, as volunteers. They believe they can change the world, they can réenchanter le monde, comme a parlé Ariane en avant. They work as volunteers in many of its projects, fighting for Pachamama in a world with justice and peace, love and harmony with the nature. As observed, thank you for your patience. I will finish now. There is the hope that heroes can win Thanatos, and thus humankind can have a future and a life on harmony with the nature. At last, we could say, Nação Pachamama is all around the world. This map shows it. You can see the map. And it's a transversal experience and overcomes symptoms of mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical contradictions. If you believe, we can love the life, please join to our international network, Pachamama's Nation. Now, we are inviting you to desist to join our force. Although we believe in the law to change the world, we feel that the most important is to advance with the practice. Thank you very much for your attention.